people. I'm also in Facebook as well, Facebook Live, doing a Facebook Live here. So I'm looking both ways, Instagram and Facebook. Great. So I want to share you this concept of bliss. Today, every day we have this daily seed circle, where we join together to share about our habit progress, to reflect, and to share our intentions for the day. And recently, we've been also having this open discussion, and we have so many drops coming in. Drops is is when you have the transmission, like when you have the downloads, when you have the inspiration, the ideas coming down. So let me just share you. How would you define bliss? Do your comments below. I will read the comments later. How would you define bliss? And today when we went over this, it was so beautiful. Because he was saying that bliss is there to remind you that life is more than about yourself. Maybe I'll put the Instagram here. Life is more than about yourself. Bliss is there to remind you that, because when you're feeling bliss, you're not really thinking about yourself. You're just in awe with everything. And time just stops, right? You're not thinking about yourself. So bliss is there to remind you that life is more than about yourself. And also the drop that I had was, when you're in bliss, you are in 0 points. And what do I mean by 0 points? 0 points is like zero, right? Zero. So 0 points is when you're not in the past or when you're not in the future. You're in this here and now. And when you're in this here and now, you're in awe with everything. You're coming back to your inner child self, your inner chi, your energy, your pure energy, and you're like, wow. And that's when bliss happens. Who can feel me with this? Do you comment below? Share with your brothers and sisters when your bliss moments was, when you were in bliss. I love to hear and read that. Moreover, let's all just breathe into bliss right now. In bliss. How does that feel like in your body? Also, when you're in bliss, again, 0 points, here and now, right now. So you slow down. You relax. And I love this drop that I had just before. When you're in bliss, again, you're in 0 points. 0 points. And when you have this 0, look, it's an O. I really love this concept of seeing yourself as an open space. And when you can see yourself as an open space, you're in bliss, literally. Yeah, we are in bliss. The reason is because when you see yourself in an open space, you just allow all energy to come through. You allow everything to be there because you're just in an open space. You don't judge things. You don't say, oh, I don't want anger to be in my open space. When that happens, that causes resistance. And when that resistance happens, you're you get sad. Yeah. So see yourself as an open space, and that is when bliss enters in to your experience. So let's all breathe into open space. Also, I want to say, I also had this drop today, in my daily circle in the morning. Bliss. Oh yeah, I am in bliss. You say I am in bliss. In bliss. So in a way, it's like tapping into this bliss consciousness. That means that you can always come into this bliss all the time. You can always tap in to this bliss consciousness. It's always accessible. It's whether you tune in or not. And how you can tune in is by slowing down, by being in this open space, by coming back into the 0 points and being in awe. Allowing your inner child to arise, to come into your energy. That is when you can tap into bliss. Ooh, so juicy. Another drop that I had in this morning was bliss. Reframe your word. Choose to say, I am in bliss and not happiness. Yeah? Feel that in your body right now. Feel that in your body. By the way, for those people on YouTube, I'm looking at my Instagram, so that's why I look like I am looking up. So, again, coming back. I am in bliss. No. I am happy. Reframe it to I am in bliss. How does that feel in your body? It feels so juicy when you say I'm in bliss. And when you start to say I am in bliss, then I'm happy, you start to take your time to say that I'm in bliss right now. And you slow down and you come back into the 0 points again. So reframe your words. Because when you reframe your words, you tap in to the other consciousness. You upgrade your consciousness by reframing your words into a uplifting, higher consciousness. Yeah? One last thing. This is what Vision said. Who knows Vision here? Vision is the one who founded Mind Valley. Vision said that, he talks about the concept of blissfulin. Yeah? Basically, it is finding bliss in every moment. Finding bliss in every here and now. So if you're cleaning, find the bliss. If you're waking up, you can find the bliss. For me, I actually don't like the word find though. Find, pursuing. Because when you try to find something, it shows. It subconsciously feel that you have to go find it. It's always external in you. But my beloved ones, know that it's not finding. It's never in the external world. It's already within you. You notice the bliss within you. How powerful is that when you start to notice that it's already within you? Everything's all accessible. It's whether you notice or not. So no more finding, no more pursuing. You notice. So actually, when I'm hosting yoga or movements or my workshop, I used to say, find your pleasure in your body. Where is that? Find your pleasure. But no, now I'm choosing to say, notice your pleasure in your body. Because there's no more finding. It's already within you. And the moment we recognize that everything is all within us, that is when you start to own your own power. You start to take back your power. You reclaim your power. And when you start to reclaim your power, that is when you start to create the life you love even more. Because you're no longer dwelling in the victim consciousness. You're in your power. Because you know that everything is all within. You know that bliss is already within. Yeah, so that is the drops that we had and we shared in the daily morning circle. I love my daily morning circle. It's so fucking juicy. This is how I start my day, you know? This is my rising is like. The reason why I say rising is because this is the water priestess code. Is because similar sounds have similar vibration. Morning sounds like mourning, like crying, sadness. This is why I choose to say arising. And when I start to choose, I take back my power. I reclaim my power. I remember my power. So I hope you also start to choose your words. You start to choose to tap into bliss because it's always accessible. And I know, all these things sounds like all concepts. And if you want to really fully embody this, because it's one thing to understand conceptually, and it's another thing to actually live that, to embody that. And when you are serious in embodying this bliss, when you are serious in wanting to change your life, I'm here for you. I'm here to guide you because that is my mission in the world. I used to not be in bliss all the time. Like I used to be complaining. I used to be victimizing myself. I used to be saying, oh, that happened in the past. So, this is why I'm like this. This is why my life is miserable. People are here to exploit me. That is what I actually really believed. People are here to exploit me. And I remember writing on my Facebook message, on a Facebook post, oh, everyone wants to exploit me. That was the consciousness I was in. That was the reality I was in. That was my hell. You can come into heaven by tapping into higher consciousness. Oh, yes, and I forgot to say this. Bliss, the etymology of bliss. Do you know what it is? It said originally the meaning came from earthly heaven. It came from earthly happiness. That was the etymology of bliss, earthly happiness. You can invite in earthly happiness by cultivating higher consciousness within yourself. How you can do that? Educate yourself. How you can do that is hire a coach. Hire someone who has already been there, who's already embodying that. Then they can show you the path, and it is up to you to walk through that path. I hired my coach. I went to school. I went to trainings. I went to retreats after my university, and also while working as a full-time staff. You can do this if I was able to do this. And I wanted to do it because I deserve better. I deserve to fully live. I deserve to be in my bliss every fucking day. You are alive right now. Do you know? You are fucking alive. What are you doing with that life force energy? What are you doing with that vitality? It's your choice. Yeah. So that was these drops I had in my daily rising circle. And yeah, come join, come flow with me. It's only $55 a month. Come and rise with us. Literally rise, every rising, come with us to rise. Let's rise our consciousness together. And when we rise our consciousness, when we rise our own consciousness, we rise the consciousness of other people. We rise the consciousness of the world. Because you start to emanate that frequency. And then people can feel that. Right now, you're feeling it. You're feeling my rising consciousness. Yeah, right? Can you feel that in your body? And you can be that too. I also offer one-on-one coaching, coming back into your own remembrance. Coming back into your truth, coming back to your own integrity. What does that look like for you? And we explore that. So if you're fully ready, and I only coach people who are fucking ready. I don't coach people who are wishy-washy, who are just wanting. Because when you're wanting and when you're just desiring, nothing fucking happens. You just stay there. You become stagnant. So if you want to be stagnant, I honor that. I honor your sovereignty. Be in that stagnancy. I don't want to be in stagnancy because I am life force energy. I am alive. Yeah? So if you're feeling that, come and ask me. DM me even. We'll just have a casual fun talk. So I love you, everyone. And sending you lots of love. Comments below. how you define bliss. Comment below, when was the last time you felt bliss? Thank you, thank you, thank you. So thank you, Instagram people. Thank you for the Facebook people. And thank you for the people for listening to this in replays. Wow, I was just like channeling some shit right there. I feel good. Let me find some, if you have any questions. All right. So thank you, my beloved ones. I love you so much. Thank you for being in my experience. So cool.